I'm Christina Acro. The brutal second half for the Patriots on Sunday, and the weather elements didn't help. Patriots defense discussed with WEEI's Patriots Monday their performance on Sunday, including some of the adjustments they had to make playing in the rain. Here they are right off the top.
I think it gets a lot tougher, especially in the elements. Sometimes you have to adjust the way you tackle. Sometimes the usual arm around the waist can sometimes become the pants can get somewhat saturated, and then you sort of slide off the pants. So you got to adjust that accordingly. And I think there were missed tackles on both sides of the ball. I think you saw that.
They just kept pounding, and in the fourth quarter, just kind of those 1 and 2 yard games can kind of turn into 5 and 10 yard games. So defensively, we have to do a better job of stopping the opponents and definitely stopping the running game. I mean, that's inexcusable.
It's up to the players, man. I mean, I don't think the coaches can do anything different. They give us the plays. We got the schemes, whatever we're doing. I don't think the coaches can say anything else. I mean, I think it's up to the players. I mean, we have to have an attitude when we're playing out there, and especially coming in those situations. 3rd and long, in the red area, coming up with stops. I mean, we have to have an attitude.
This sort of win one, lose one, win one, lose one. It's sort of a situation that successful teams don't have. You want to have streaks throughout the year, and we've had some pretty long streaks here in the past, and so winning one, lose one. I mean, you want to battle back and try to get back on the winning streak, and I think with 4 games left in the season, I think you just have to look at it as, I mean, I'd like to win all 4, but how do you win all 4? You start by winning 1.
The month of November was a tough stretch for the Patriots, and right now Brian Lowe has a progress report of just how they did in the last 5 games. Here's the lowdown.
1 month ago, the Patriots embarked on a 5-game November run, including games against all 3 divisional rivals and 2 other conference foes, and it was widely understood that this would be the make-or-break stretch of the 2008 season. Of course, there was some hyperbole there. Most likely, nothing would have officially been decided in that run, but as we look back upon it, the Patriots going 2-3 during November has done them no favors as they enter December. After the final game of the stretch, Sunday's blowout loss to Pittsburgh, Ellis Hobbs, for one, spoke out about where the team stands. "We can't lose and expect the playoffs to just be handed to us," he said, noting that the Pats have to pick up their play if they hope to still be playing come New Year's Day. Some of the problems the Patriots had a month ago are still problems now. 3rd down defense, red zone offense, and tackling come most to mind. Matt Castle has made great strides, the Pittsburgh game notwithstanding. But other than that, what other great improvements have the Patriots made over the last month? Maybe what they have now will be good enough to get into the playoffs and maybe even advance, but there are no guarantees. The problem that they've run into, having gone under 500 in November, is that they don't control their own destiny for a playoff spot. It's a notion that really is foreign to the Patriots and Pats fans. They've won the AFC East 5 straight years, and the last time they were fighting to the last day for a spot, they did their job, defeating the Dolphins on the last day of the 2002 season in come-from-behind fashion in overtime, but they were helpless as the Jets won as well to stay ahead of the Pats and sneak into the playoffs. So it's time for some scoreboard watching as the Pats move on to West Coast week number 2. The Pats can win all 4 of their remaining games and still need help to get into the playoffs. The key teams to watch are the Jets in the division, the Colts and Ravens in the wild card. Now, none of these teams play each other down the stretch, so theoretically, everyone can go 4-0 or 0-4. Miami's in the mix as well. The bottom line is the Patriots need to more than just match the competition. They need to one-up at least one of them. Should make for a tension-filled final month of football. I'm Brian Lowe, and that is the Lowdown.
Thank you, Brian. We'll be right back with more numbers from Sunday's game and more from Brian Lowe right after this. Coming up later, don't miss Wes Welker, mic'd up. There's more Patriots Today coming right up.
Takes just 3 years for many half-tons to burn through this much tranny fluid. Ours lasts longer, so you go through a whole lot less. Looks like you got some time to kill. Available on the full-size Tundra, the truck that's changing it all.
Hey fans, don't forget to check out our Patriots Today Facebook page because we want to be friends with all of you. Make sure to add any Patriots-related pictures you might want to share and send us a message to let us know how you like the show. We want to thank Jay Goldrup and his friend from Maine who sent us a snapshot of them decked out in Patriots game day gear. Keep those pictures coming. Before the game on Sunday, Patriots left tackle Matt Light was awarded the President's Volunteer Service Award for his outstanding work in the community. His service has been a big contribution to the NFL's Play 60 campaign, which promotes the importance of health among children. On Monday night, former Patriots lineman Joe Andruzzi held his foundation's first New England Celebrities Tackle Cancer event. Current Patriots were on hand for the holiday tasting fundraiser held in support of cancer research and aid for patients. Andruzzi won 3 Super Bowl rings with the Patriots, but his toughest battle fought and won was against cancer.
You go through everyday life. Cancer affects everybody. It doesn't matter who you are. So I'm fortunate enough to be on the other end of things. But now we're out there helping others.
Welcome back to Patriots Today. Despite the loss for the Patriots, running back Kevin Falk made some news with his numbers on Sunday. Take a look at this. On Sunday, Kevin Falk gained sole possession of 4th place on the Patriots' all-time receptions list with a 9-yard catch in the third quarter. The catch was the 364th reception of Falk's 10-year career. Sunday's battle against the Steelers marked the second straight game that Falk has exceeded 100 yards from scrimmage. Through 12 games this season, Falk has totaled 808 yards from scrimmage, a total that ranks second on the team to Wes Welker's 894 scrimmage yards. Kevin Falk had a 41-yard run in the second quarter, recording the third longest rush of his 10-year career. The rush was the longest of the year against the Steelers' number 1 defense. Sunday's game was Kevin Falk's 134th game as a Patriot, moving him into the top 25 on the Patriots' all-time games played list. Joining me now in the studio is Brian Lowe, one Patriot that the Steelers defense didn't seem to faze Kevin Falk.
He just keeps on churning. It's really unbelievable. He might be having his best year, and it's like game in, game out. He does something new that you're like, that's a winning play. Those are the types of plays that help you win games. He had that 41-yard run that should have turned into points for the Patriots, but didn't. And he's now in that phase of his career where we're seeing every month or so, every couple of weeks, a new milestone he's reaching. 4th all-time in team receptions is incredible for essentially a backup third-down running back. It's extraordinary. He's hitting a bunch of milestones. He's proving the type of player that he really is all the way through his career, his reliability, and you hear accolades from his teammates and the coach all the time. So good to see him continue to do well, and he's one of the MVPs on the team.
All right, in the lowdown, you talked about the last 5 games, the stretch that they went through, essentially how they've set up an even tougher spot maybe than 5 games ago. Now coming into these last 4, where are they standing right now?
Yeah, they're behind the 8 ball right now, but on paper, these are 4 games that they should be favored in for whatever that's worth. Now 3 of the 4 are on the road. That makes it a little tougher. But between Seattle, Oakland, these are a couple teams that are having terrible years, and there's no reason to think that they'll be able to do anything that the Patriots will be confused by. Home against Arizona, that's a game Arizona has really struggled when they've come east. And then the last game against Buffalo, there's a good chance Buffalo is completely out of it. They have an opportunity here. They definitely, though, they're probably going to need to win out and still get, some help. So they've put themselves at a bit of a disadvantage, but there's still an opportunity here if they keep everything under control that they can make a push and get in the playoffs.
All right, sounds good, Brian. Thanks for coming in.
Sure.
And we'll have more Patriots today.